to my channel. So today's video is going to be a first impressions video. I'm going to do a talk through video on this makeup look I'm wearing today. It's a all matte makeup look, which I haven't done for quite a while on my channel. I don't even know if I've done one actually. I'll have to check on that, but I don't think I have. So I used a whole bunch of new products that I purchased recently in a few of my makeup haul videos that you can go check out as well if you want to see all the new products I picked up. But I did use quite a few of those in my video today to create this beautiful matte peachy mauve makeup look. I really like the way it came out, and also this beautiful mauve toned liquid lipstick as well. So yeah, I was super excited to try out all these new products. I did have some reviews to share with you on these products, and some of them are going to become my holy grails, I can tell already. If you are new to my channel, my name is Carly and welcome to my YouTube family. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below to make sure you get notifications of when my videos go live. I do love doing makeup hauls, makeup tutorials, first impressions reviews, so make sure you subscribe to see all those videos. And I think I might just get straight into this video. If you'd like to see how I achieved this peachy mauve matte makeup look, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start with the skin first today, and I'm going to go in with this Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. This is from the new Peaches and Cream collection. Absolutely love the packaging on the Peaches and Cream collection. I think it's so beautiful, and I really like how the primer has a pump and the foundation has the same packaging as well with the pump. I think that's really, really handy. I've just put a few pumps on my hand, and it's like this really interesting soft salmon pink colour, which is different for a primer, and it feels really smooth. So I'm just going to apply that all over the skin. It definitely does have that cooling sensation. As soon as you put it on, it's just like a really refreshing feel. And it does have a slight silicone texture, nothing too much, but it does feel like it's smoothing over my pores as well as hydrating the skin. So first impression, I do really like this primer. Obviously I'm going to have to try it out a few more times, but first time round I really, really like the way it feels on my skin. For foundation, I'm also going to use by Too Faced the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation, which is also infused with peach and sweet fig cream. This is oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling and photo-friendly. And I have mine in the shade Sand. Once again, beautiful packaging. I love that it has the pump on top here. So I'm just going to pump out just going to pump this about 3 or 4 times on the back of my hand. And then I like to just go in and dot it on my face. And I've had a nice few breakouts around my chin, so I'm hoping this foundation is going to cover that really well. I'm going to use my damp beauty blender to blend that foundation in. The Too Faced Born This Way foundation is one of my absolute favourites, so I definitely wanted to try this one out, and hopefully it's going to be just as good. It is a little bit more of a thicker consistency than the Too Faced Born This Way, so it feels a little bit more sticky on the skin. Okay, so first layer on, it's definitely more of a medium coverage to start with. I'm just going to use a little bit more on this chin area here where I have some breakouts. But it does blend in really nicely on the skin. I'm not seeing any real patchiness or anything, so it does have really nice coverage as well. And so far it doesn't feel like too heavy and too matte. I was a bit worried it might be a little bit too matte for me, but so far, first applying it, it doesn't feel overly matte to start with. So that's the foundation. It actually looks really nice. It does have a slight dewiness to start with because I've applied it with my damp beauty blender, but it doesn't feel overly matte just yet, but once it dries it might be a little bit more matte, but it feels quite nice at the moment. To conceal and highlight on the face, I'm going to use one of the Fenty Beauty Matchstix. This is in the shade Bamboo. Just going to apply some of that straight under the eyes. down the forehead, down the nose, on the sides of the nose, and some on the chin, and just around the corners of the mouth. And just using my beauty blender again, I'm just going to blend that out. This does feel like it dries quite quickly, so I probably should have gone in and just done one section at a time, because I can feel it's a little bit stubborn to blend in, but it does have nice coverage to it. This shade's not too light, so it doesn't look too bright on my skin, but it's definitely nice for more of a natural conceal and highlight look. So that's how it looks there. I mean, it hasn't overly impressed me. It has covered quite nice. It's not too full coverage underneath my eyes, probably not as much as I would usually use, but it has covered quite nicely and just concealed those areas. So yeah, it's not too bad. And then to cream contour, I'm going to take one of the Matchstix in the shade Mocha. I'm just going to apply that straight into the hollows of the cheeks. I'm going to apply a little bit on the temples, along the forehead. Going to contour down the sides of my nose, and just around the jawline as well. I love how easy these sticks are to apply. It just makes it that little bit quicker. So first I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and see how this goes blending that product in. Otherwise I might need to try a kabuki brush if it's a little bit stiff, but it seems to be blending out quite nicely. I never used to like cream contouring sticks that much, but I find that they used to grab onto the skin a lot and not tend to blend out, but this one is blending out quite nicely, a little bit easier than the concealer stick. So I'm quite liking this one so far. Then I'm just going to blend out the contour down the nose. There we go. I actually really like how that looks. It's a nice cooler toned contour, but not too ashy looking, so I'm actually really impressed with that one. I do like it a lot better than the concealer stick that I used first, but yeah, I really like the formula. It was quite easy to blend out with a beauty blender, which I was surprised about because a lot of cream contour sticks are quite hard to blend out with this, but yeah, it turned out really nice. I'm quite impressed with that one. So now I'm just going to set my face with some translucent powder. And this is from the Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection as well. This is the Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder. Once again, the packaging of this is amazing. And here's what the powder looks like. It's a very soft pinky tone finish, which is meant to add a little bit of brightness to the skin. So we'll go in and see how this looks. I'm just going to use a big powder brush. This is a Morphe R2. And I'm just going to go in and just set over those areas that I applied the cream products to, just very lightly. I've been really into using more translucent setting powders lately than foundation powders. I just find they look more natural on the skin, and because I have drier skin, some foundation powders can make my skin look really, really dry and patchy. So I've been liking using more translucent products. So I was really excited to try out this one. That feels really nice on the skin. It's just very lightweight and it's just helped to set those cream areas in place. So I'm actually really liking this. I think I'm going to definitely keep this in my handbag for touch-ups. To bronze up my face, I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Bronze Colour and Highlighting Kit. I'm going to go in with this shade here, and I'm going to use a Morphe. This doesn't have a number on it, but it's from the Rose Gold collection. This has been my favourite bronzer brush lately. I really like that it has the angle, and I just find it blends really nicely on the skin. So I'm just going to apply that over the contour and a little bit more onto the cheeks as well. I've been really impressed with a lot of Maybelline's new releases. I just find they're really, really high quality, and of course they're drugstore price. That always makes it really good. And I just find I like using them for more everyday makeup looks. That way I don't have to use up too much of my high-end products, but I find the quality is just as good with Maybelline. I'm just going to bronze up around my neck as well. This is a really nice matte finish bronzer. There are a couple of shimmer bronzers, these two here, but I thought I would try out the matte one since I'm going for more of a matte look on the eyes. I'm also going to apply some of that down the sides of my nose. I really like using more bronzer tones for this step, just so it doesn't look too harsh and too much of that ashy grey tone. I just find it doesn't really flutter my skin tone, so I like to use a bit more of a bronzer shade. I really love how that bronzer looks. It's really nice and natural looking and just gives a nice sun-kissed look to the skin. And on the cheeks, I'm first going to try out another one of the Matchstix by Fenty Beauty. This is in the colour Trippin. This just looks like a really beautiful peachy pinky gold tone. I just thought this looked really pretty. It would be nice for a blush colour, so I'm going to try that out on the cheeks. I'm going to apply it with a Morphe synthetic brush. This is the number E4. So I'm going to actually take some of the product on the brush first, just because I have used a little bit of powder on my cheeks already, so if I apply it straight on, it might remove the product a bit. So I'm just going to apply some of this on the brush and then apply it to the apples of the cheeks. I think this is going to look quite subtle, but just give a nice hint of glow. So you can see that nice kind of goldy peach tone coming through. That looks really pretty. Just for that really nice sun-kissed glowing look. Yeah, that's really pretty. I think on a day where I'm wearing just liquid or cream products, this would be really nice to just apply straight on the cheeks for a bit of flush of colour. But yeah, it looks really pretty. I'm quite liking that. And for a liquid highlight, I really wanted to try out this new highlighter from Colourpop. This came in a little set of 3. So this is the Amethyst Crystal Liquid Highlighter. This product looked really interesting. It has a little pump top on the bottom. I'm just going to apply a little bit of that just on the back of my hand. Just one pump of that. And I'm just going to apply some on my beauty blender first and then press that into the skin. It's going to have a beautiful amethyst tone to it. Because we are using some mauve, peach, cranberry tones, I thought this would look really pretty. Wow, that looks amazing. I really like that. I wasn't sure how this product was going to go because it was something very different and very unique for Colourpop, but I actually really like it. And it's just got that nice kind of shift duochrome finish to it. It looks really pretty. I'm going to put some of that just above the brows as well. That looks beautiful. Just makes my skin look really nice and glowing, so I'm pretty impressed with that Colourpop liquid highlighter. And for a bit more colour on the cheeks, I'm just going to apply a little bit of this shade from the Maybelline. This is the Master Blush Colour and Highlighting Kit. These are really nice from Maybelline. They have some really nice colours in them, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of this shade, which is a nice peachy pink, slightly mauve tone. Using that same Morphe brush I used for the bronzer, I'm just going to dab a little bit of that on the cheeks just for a flush of colour. These Maybelline kits, the powders are really nice and blendable, and they're quite pigmented as well. I only took a tiny little bit on my brush and you can see it still has a good amount of pigment to it, so I'm really liking these kits by Maybelline. That looks really pretty, just adds a nice bit of a healthy glow to the skin. And for a powder highlight on top, I'm going to use one of the Fenty Beauty highlighters. This is one of the Killawatt Freestyle highlighter duos in the shade Mean Money Hustler Baby. And this is what it looks like. I'm going to take this shade, which is Hustler Baby, which is a beautiful champagne gold. I'm going to apply that with this Morphe Y14 brush. Just going to dust some of that just on top of that liquid highlight. Oh my goodness, that looks so nice. That's so pretty. It's like the perfect amount of sheen without looking too full on. Like, it just makes your skin look beaming and beautiful. Oh my god, I love that. Apply a little bit on top of the brows. I'm going to apply a little bit down the bridge of the nose, tip of the nose, and some on the cupid's bow as well. just gives a beautiful glowing look to the skin. Oh my god, I love this highlight. This is one of my favourite products from the Fenty collection that I've tried out. This one just looks insane, so pretty. I really love this highlighter. Now I'm just going to give my skin a spritz. This is the Colourpop Amethyst Crystal Priming Spray. This is just going to make my skin look extra glowy and help any powder products really melt into the skin. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of this. It actually smells really nice. It's got like a slight floral scent to it, but nothing too strong. So I'm just going to... a few pumps of that. Oh, that spray was a little bit intense. Hope I didn't get any little drops on my skin, but that just makes my skin look nice and dewy and glowing as well, so that looks really pretty. I'm just going to apply a little bit of the Colourpop. This is the Crystal Lip Balm that came in the trio. Just while I'm doing my eyes, my lips feel a little bit dry, so I'm just going to apply some of this balm first. And this is really interesting. It's like, looks like a pearly white shade, but it has a slight shift of purple through it, so this is going to look really nice on the lips. Oh, that smells amazing. Has a little bit of purple to it, but I will be going over that with a lip colour, but it's very nice and hydrating for a lip balm, so quite liking that little set from Colourpop. And I'm just going to do my eyebrows off camera. This isn't a new product. I haven't got any new eyebrow products recently, so I'm just going to fill them in with the Tarte Amazonian Clay Mousse in the shade medium brown, and then I'll be back in a minute to do the eyes. Okay, so the eyebrows are on. I've just zoomed you in a little bit closer so we can do the eyes. So first of all, I'm going to go into the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. I've waited so long to use this palette. It just looks so amazing. I can't wait to try these colours. They're the most beautiful warm tone colours. So to start out the look in the crease, I'm just going to take this shade called Sourced here. And I'm just going to blend that just right along the upper crease area. Just giving that warm, burnt orange, soft brown look to the crease. I'm going to be doing an all matte eye, so it's really important to have a transition shade first, and that's just going to help all the other colours blend really nicely onto the lid. Okay, next I'm going to go into this Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette from the Too Faced Peaches and Cream collection. This palette looks so beautiful. It's all matte shades. I've been so excited to try this out. So first I'm going to go in with the shade Just Peachy, this one here, just to add a really beautiful soft peach look to the crease. Just using the same brush to apply that. This is a Morphe M441. I really like using this brush because it has a nice pointed tip on the end, but it's still very fluffy, so it blends out the crease product really nicely. So just picking up a little bit of that colour and just going a little bit more directly into the crease with this. It's just going to give us that beautiful peachy, slightly pinker tone. And to darken up the crease a little bit more, I'm going to go back into the Urban Decay Heat palette and take the shade He Devil, which is this beautiful kind of burnt reddish orange tone. This one looks really, really nice. And I'm picking that product up on a Zoeva 224 Luxe Define crease brush. This brush is really good for defining the crease a bit more, and it's quite a soft, fluffy brush, so you can really build up how much colour you're wanting without it looking too heavy too quickly. I'm just going to dust this just lightly into that crease area and focusing a little bit more on the outer corners as well. And to darken up the crease further and add a little bit more of a mauve purple tone, I'm going back into the Too Faced palette and taking this colour here called Just Right. And I'm going to apply that using a Zoeva 231 Luxe Petite crease. This one here allows way more precision, and you can definitely get right into that crease area and just define it a little bit more. I'm going to keep this colour more to the outer section of the eye. And then all over the lid, I'm going to apply this lighter peach tone here called Peach Punch. This is going to just be a really nice, beautiful, soft peach tone all over the lid. I'm using a Morphe G26 brush to apply that. And I'm just going to press that all over the lid here. And then just going back in with this Zoeva brush, I'm just going to blend out the edges. All those colours are nice and blended into each other. Okay, so for the bottom lash line, I'm going to use a mixture of those same colours. I am first going to go in with the Naked Heat palette and use the colour He Devil just here. I'm going to apply that with a Dose of Colours pencil brush and just applying that really closely to the lash line. And then I'm going to go in with the shade Peach Punch just underneath that colour to blend it out a little bit. I want that bottom lash line to look nice and smoky. And then just picking up the shade Just Right on the same Dose of Colours pencil brush, I'm just applying that really, really closely to the lash line. And for the waterline, I'm just going to apply some of the Marc Jacobs Highliner in the shade Brown Out. Now I'm just going to apply some mascara and lashes off camera. These aren't any new products. I'm just using the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara, and I'm going to apply the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes. Okay, so mascara and lashes are on. I absolutely love these lashes. They're some of my favourite, more full, dramatic looking lashes. They just enhance any makeup look. So moving on to lips, I'm going to be using some products from this Huda Beauty lip set here. This is one of a couple of sets that came out recently, and how gorgeous is this packaging. It contains a lip liner, a mini liquid lipstick and a mini liquid lip strobe. So the packaging on this is so beautiful. So I won't be using the strobe today because I'm doing an all matte look, but I do really want to use this. I'm going to have to use it in another video because it looks so incredibly pretty. This is the colour here that came in the set in the shade Angelic, so I'm going to have to use that in another video. But today I'm going to first use the lip liner, which is in the shade Muse. I'm just filling them in as well. This is such a beautiful creamy formula. I really love the colour. I have a few Huda Beauty lip contour pencils and I really, really love them, and this one's no exception. It's really pretty. You can wear it on its own, but I'm going to wear a liquid lipstick over the top. And here is the mini little liquid lipstick in the shade Muse as well that I'm going to apply directly over the top. And that colour just really complements the eyes as well, so I think it looks really pretty. Huda Beauty is one of my favourite liquid lipstick brands. I love the formula, I love the finish. They dry down but they're not too matte. They don't start to peel away or look too dry or patchy or anything, and they're just really comfortable to wear, so I really love the Huda Beauty liquid lipsticks. And this is the final look. I'm really happy with the way it came out. I'm in love with the matte smoky eye. I haven't done a matte eyeshadow look for such a long time, and I just forgot how amazing it does look on the eyes. It's always nice to have a bit of a matte look, and then you can pair it with so many different lip colours, and I just think it looks really beautiful. Especially coming up to the holidays, this would be a really beautiful makeup look to do for a Christmas party or to wear Christmas Day, just depending on what colours you like to use. But I really like the way this makeup turned out, paired with this beautiful mauve tone lip as well. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.